Hello, preschool friends. Today I'm going to read a story to you called Yoko. And it's about a little cat named Yoko. And we'll be learning a little bit about different kinds of foods in this story as well. Are you ready to hear it? All right. Put my reading glasses on. "What would you like for lunch today, my little cherry blossom?" asked Yoko's mother. "All my favorite things, please," answered Yoko. So Yoko's mother is getting her lunchbox ready for Yoko to bring to school. Yoko's mother spread steamed rice on a bamboo mat. She rolled up a secret treasure inside each piece. Then she packed it all in a willow-covered cooler. So there she is, fixing Yoko's lunch. "Have a wonderful day at school, my little cherry blossom," said Yoko's mother. "I will," answered Yoko. She's saying goodbye to her mother and going to school. Yoko said hello to all her friends. Everyone in Mrs. Jenkins' room sang the good morning song. At noon, Mrs. Jenkins rang the lunch bell. "Lunch boxes out and open, please, boys and girls," said Mrs. Jenkins. So there they are at school, and now it's time for lunch. Timothy unwrapped a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Valerie had cream cheese and jelly. Fritz had a meatball grinder. Tulip had Swiss cheese on rye. Hazel had egg salad on pumpernickel. Doris had squeezed cheese on white. And the Franks, these two dogs are the Franks, had Franks and beans. Sometimes people call hot dogs Franks. So that's what they meant by the Franks having Franks and beans. Franks is short for Frankfurter, which is another word for hot dog. Yoko opened the willow-covered cooler. Inside was her favorite sushi. Tucked in the rice rolls were the crispiest cucumber, the pinkest shrimp, the greenest seaweed, and the tastiest tuna. That's the treasure that her mother put inside, the cucumber, shrimp, seaweed, and tuna. Have you ever had sushi? I've had some sushi. It's kind of good. "What's in your lunch?" asked one of the Franks. "Ick! It's green. It's seaweed." Oh, he doesn't think her lunch looks very tasty. "Oh, no," said the other Frank. "Don't tell me that's raw fish." "Watch out, it's moving," said Doris. "Yuckarama," said Tulip and Fritz. Valerie blew the playtime whistle. "Everybody out," said Valerie. "Time to go outside and play." They weren't very nice, the way they were talking about Yoko's lunch. Let's see what happens next. Yoko did not want to play ball or swing on the swings. "What's wrong, Yoko?" asked Mrs. Jenkins. "Everybody laughed at my lunch," answered Yoko. Oh, she looks very sad. They'll forget about it by snack time," said Mrs. Jenkins. But they didn't. During the snack time song, Yoko opened a thermos cup of red bean ice cream. "Red bean ice cream is for weirdos," snorted the Franks. Mrs. Jenkins switched to the friendly song. I think red bean ice cream sounds interesting. I would like to try it. Mrs. Jenkins knew the friendly song was not enough. Late into the evening, she fretted about Yoko. She feels bad that Yoko's being teased and feeling badly. Finally, the answer came to her. She wrote a letter. "Dear parents, Monday will be International Food Day at Hilltop School. Everyone is asked to bring in a dish from a foreign country. Everyone must try a bite of everything. Happy cooking, Mrs. Jenkins." "We will make a deluxe sushi for the whole class," said Yoko's mother. "Don't worry, my little cherry blossom. Everyone will try our sushi, and everyone will love it." if they try it, they won't think it's strange. On Monday morning, Valerie and her mother carried in a plate of enchiladas. Timothy and his mother made Caribbean coconut crisps. So everyone is bringing in their special food for International Food Day. Hazel brought Nigerian nut soup. Harry brought Brazil nuts. Doris brought Irish stew. Tulip brought potato knishes. Monica brought a pitcher of mango smoothies. Fritz brought spaghetti. Big Frank cooked up a pot of Boston Franks and beans. So they all brought in their favorite special foods from the countries that their families are from. Sounds like a fun activity, fun thing to do for lunch. At noon, Mrs. Jenkins rang the lunch bell, and everyone sang the Clean Hands song. Oh, they're getting their hands clean. What does International Food Day mean to us, boys and girls? Asked Mrs. Jenkins. Try everything, said everybody. So they have to try all those different foods and see which ones they like best. That sounds like fun to me. When Valerie blew the playtime whistle, there was not a nibble of nuts or a sip of smoothie left. But no one had touched even one piece of Yoko's sushi. Oh, they didn't try the sushi. Yoko sat under the learning tree. Suddenly, she heard the clickety-click of chopsticks. It was Timothy. He was still hungry. Do you think he's going to try Yoko's sushi? Maybe. Let me show you how, said Yoko. So she's teaching him how to pick up the sushi with chopsticks. Timothy polished off the rest of the crab cones his own way. Then he decided just to put them in his mouth with his fingers. Can we have sushi again tomorrow, he said. I'll ask my mother, answered Yoko. I think Timothy likes that sushi. He really likes the sushi that Yoko's mom made. During the school bus song, Timothy found a coconut crisp in his pocket. He gave it to Yoko. It's even better than red bean ice cream, said Yoko, so she liked his food too. On the bus, Timothy and Yoko made plans to push their desks together and open a restaurant the very next day. So the next day at school, they're going to play restaurant at lunchtime. And there they are. And they did. They ordered tomato sandwiches and dragon rolls. And for dessert, they had brownies with green tea ice cream. I have had green tea ice cream. It's very good. And they couldn't have asked for anything more. And there's the menu, the list of all the foods that Timothy and Yoko ate together at lunchtime. And it sounds like Timothy and Yoko are friends now. And they're enjoying trying different foods together. Well, in our story, we learned about two different kinds of ice cream, red bean and green tea. What's your favorite kind of ice cream? Oh, I like that kind too. Well, today we're going to do a little activity where we make ice cream cones. So the first thing that you'll need is a piece of paper. And you can use any color you want. I picked yellow because it looks a little bit like an ice cream cone. So we're going to roll it to make a cone shape. That's the tricky part. You might need help from somebody older. You can roll it like this until I have a cone. And I'm going to put a little piece of tape on it to keep it in a cone shape. Okay, so now we have our ice cream cone, but we need to put ice cream inside. So let me show you what we're going to use for ice cream. Cotton balls. And if you don't have cotton balls at your house, you can get little pieces of paper and crumple them up into a ball shape. That will work just fine. But what we're going to do, in order to put our cotton ball ice cream into our cone, we're not going to use our hands. We're going to use something else. And this is something that you might have in your kitchen called tongs. So parents, this is a good fine motor exercise for your children to kind of use their fingers. And we're going to practice picking up the cotton balls with the tongs and dropping them into our cone. Let's see how many we can put in there. And if you don't have tongs at home, you can use a big spoon too. That will work. That's good practice as well. Okay, so I put one, see that in there? One cotton ball in. Let's see how many it takes to fill out my ice cream cone. We'll do a little counting too. 1, 2, so I have to squeeze it, pick it up, and then open it up to let go. 3, tip another one, let it go. 4, here's another one, pick it up, let it go. 5, 6, 7, 8, oh, not quite full yet. Let's do a few more. 9, that one stuck to my tongs. Oh, I have 2 stuck together. 10, 11, 12, 13, oops, getting near the top. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 cotton balls to fill up my ice cream cone. That's a lot of cotton balls, isn't it? And then when you're all done, you can dump them out of your cone and you can practice scooping them up again. Or if your mom or dad needs their cotton balls back, you can put them back too. So that's a fun activity to try to see if you can use your fingers to work the tongs and pick things up and let them go. Good thing to practice to build up your finger strength. So have fun making a pretend ice cream cone, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.